Hey YouTube, it's me, Honeybee, at the Pot back here for another energy check-in, general energy check-in. While I was shuffling out the cards that I was using for this reading, I was listening to this song called Loving Me by Janine, and it's about a girl or a guy, whoever you are, taking how it resonates, who's finally built up the courage to choose their self ultimately over anything or anyone else, whether it be job situations, friendships, platonic, romantic, whatever it is. I mean, although I feel like this person is always there for everyone else, they are who everyone goes to. And I feel like they hold themselves back a lot by putting everyone else's needs before their own. Right? But this person has come to a point in their life where they're ready to put an end to that cycle. They're tired of living for other people. They're tired of doing what other people want them to do. They just want to be free. They want to be liberated. They want to allow their soul to sing with joy. They want to follow their passions. They're understanding that taking leaps of faith and risk and trying new things, like the possibilities are endless. They're realizing their power. Somebody's stepping into their power at this point. Let's see. What's the messages, Spirit? What's the messages? Sorry, you guys. Yeah, look, awakening and reframe. Whoever this is, they are reframing their life. They're reframing. They had an awakening. They have awoken into their true self. They realize that everything that they've gone through is for this moment. This is happening for me, not to me. This person is realizing that they are the author of their own life. It's only going to look like what you make it look like. And they've come to the conclusion, well, if I'm looking out for everybody else and everybody else is looking for everybody else, who's looking out for me? They're reframing the mind. You're reframing the mind, whoever this is resonating for. A lot of you going through awakening, dark night of the soul, but that ultimately is helping you reframe. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Delusions. Yeah, you're seeing through the delusions. You're not deluding yourself anymore to what needs to go and what has to stay. You're seeing beyond that. A lot of you, I just heard, you're also awakening to the people. Yeah, you're clearing out. You're clearing out old people. For a lot of you, this is close friendships, even family members, relationships, jobs. You're seeing it for what it is. For a lot of you, your intuition is being heightened. Like your intuition could be on point these days. This purple, that's crown chakra energy. And then the two greens, that's, look, divine love. Yeah, you're surrounded by divine love. Your gifts, your intuitions, your inner knowings, your clairs. You're definitely being upgraded. You're becoming more humble out here, more quiet, Like you're calming down. You're finding that inner calm. You're really doing a lot of self-evaluating, and you're realizing how amazing you really are. How amazing divine love truly is. I hear you allowing spirit. You're no longer fighting it, which means you fought this before. You fought this awakening for a long time. You fought this transformation, this reform. Yeah, you were so used to your old ways of doing things, the delusion, and that's what you cut through. This awakening helped you cut through that. Thank you, spirit. With the help of divine love. Yeah. With the help of divine love, with the help of that guidance, you're able to see things for what they really are. Not only things, which means people around you, but also yourself. You're seeing where you stood in your own way. You're awakening to your true power. Wow. Somebody's had their spiritual awakening. Their first spiritual awakening is what I heard. Some of you've been upgraded. What's the message of spirit? Who is this? Who is this energy we're channeling and picking up on? Tell me about this energy. What's the message? Oh, I want that. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles. You fought with yourself. You went back and forth with yourself about reform. Like you wanted to hold on to the old ways of doing things, and spirit said no, like it's not. It's time for a change. They took total control over this. You had no choice but to go through this awakening. If that's what I say, you fought it and they made it hard, and ultimately you lost. But your life was, the way you were going, like your life was totally, you weren't in control of it anyway. Somebody had lost control a long time ago. And instead of, this is like out of ego. You wanted to ego, like Emperor in reverse. Thank you, spirit. This is a person in ego. This is what you were holding on to, and like no. No. Spirit set you down. Have a seat. You need to take a seat because we need to show you something. Because what you're doing is not, you're going the wrong way. You're not on the right path. Oh, thank you. You're not weren't taking anything seriously. 3 of Cups. That's light energy, celebrations. Like you weren't taking life serious enough. It was time for you to get serious about life. King of Pentacles. It wasn't stable. This is an unstable energy. And they took you through this awakening so you could see just how unstable you really were with that delusion card. But it was out of love. I mean, it was hard for you. It was hard, very hard. I keep hearing that. Yeah, you didn't give it up. You didn't want to give it up so easily. But you had to be shown your ways. What else? That awakening showed you yourself. Really, how much of your life you didn't have together. Like shit not together. No matter what you think. And this could have been someone, you could have met someone. And that person could have been a catalyst for the reform, the reframing, the awakening. You could have met someone that was a catalyst, could have been a friend. The star, yeah, look. The awakening showed you that you had some healing to do. You had some things you had to work on. Your life wasn't balanced. Six of Pentacles was under the deck. I didn't take it, y'all, but I'm gonna take the message. Your life was not in balance. King of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles, the star. Yes. The balance in your life needed to be healed. And this, for whoever this person is, I hear huge ego. Because the delusion card is here. You really had your mind, like you really believed that your way of doing things was the only way to do things, is what I heard. Until something or someone showed you something else. Page of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, Page of Swords. That awakening showed you something. You gathered a lot of information. You learned a lot about yourself in that awakening. Because Page of Swords, this is fresh, new energy. You learn that you really don't know everything you thought you knew. And now this time you're gathering more information. Yeah, look, you're balancing yourself out. Temperance. You seeing the imbalance, the delusion. This was the delusion. You were delusional about how imbalanced, how unstable your life really was. Thank you, Spirit. But now you see. I keep hearing now you see. Now you see strength. Now you see. Like the intuition was very much clouded. Ego. You fought your intuition. This is like you didn't trust in the intuition at all. You didn't believe in it. And I think whoever you are, you had a heightened intuition. You have an inner knowing. You have an inner knowing. Judgment. Spirit shed a light. Divine love with judgment and temperance. The star. This was the work of the divine. And I say the divine made you sit down. They made you sit down. Have a seat. Because they had some things to show you. But ultimately, you had to make the decision to see. To see. You made the decision to finally look. Go within and look at yourself. And it broke your heart. And you realize how you have been breaking your own heart and breaking hearts of the people around you. You came to the conclusion that the love that you were passing out, issuing out, was not divine. You are not of the divine. Wow. So that song, I'm Loving Me by Janine, you're making a decision to outgrow the toxic behaviors, the old ways of doing things. Hurt people. You don't want to be that anymore. I heard I'm too old for that. I'm getting too old for that. It's time for me to grow up. 8 of Wands. Yeah. Eight of Wands, I feel like you got messages. The divine gave you messages. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. You have an open line of communication with spirit with that Eight of Wands. Now you do. You always did. Is what I hear. You always did. But now you're listening. That's the difference between then and now. Spirit keeps giving me the message. You see it now. Like whoever this is, this person is making progress. And that's something to be proud about. Listen, people can know. I mean, you know what your toxic traits are. Some people might not even recognize them. But it's one thing when you recognize them and you intentionally work on rectifying those things. And then there's a difference when you know that you have these traits and you make no attempts to change. You just continue on a cycle, continue on a cycle. You guys, like, you can change. Change is possible within everybody. You just have to be consistent with it. You have to want to do this. Once you make the conscious decision to choose self, the divine rules with you. They want to, in fact. You just have to allow them in. You have to give them space. Knight of Swords. This could be communication from someone, some truth, or this is you seeing the truth. With the love of the divine, you're finally seeing the truth about yourself. You're getting these messages, these downloads. And for a lot of you, they coming in fast. But you surrendered. That's what surrender does. When you surrender, you open up a clear portal, a clear path between you and the divine, the Most High, the universe, the Creator. Quick learner is what I heard. Like, you know, you're dropping yeah, look, Four Swords. You surrendered. You decided to heal and put down the hurt. You decided. You want a victory. You want victory over this. You're gonna be successful, whoever you are, because you have sheer determination. You're determined to see this through. It's like, you know, that you saw it, you can't unsee it, and you pushing for it. I don't know if it's glaring. I'm sorry, you guys. You're pushing for it. You're seeing these through. Got to see it through, my boy. Look, obstacles, integrity. Yeah, you're seeing what in your past or what in your life didn't align with your integrity. You're overcoming obstacles. And you're realizing that ultimately you were one of those obstacles. You were standing in your own way. You're seeing where you stood in your own way. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And I say some of you probably met someone. You probably met someone that was catalyst. That showed you how put together you really weren't. I saw fate. Look, fate. This is a destined partnership. This was fated to happen. Whether this is a person that was involved, that was a catalyst for your change to wake you up, or not, if you're a singular energy in this reading. This was destined to happen. You have a path that you were supposed to be on. You've learned the spiritual lessons. That's what I'm saying. You had lessons that you were supposed to learn. This was fated. This was a fated event. It was meant to happen exactly as it happened. Some of you are spiritual teachers, and that's why you ran away from it. Because some of you could have lived a totally different life. And that's why I see I get the energy of choosing you, like you're getting tired of the old things. For a lot of you, like I said, people pleasing. A lot of shit you did in life could have been to please others. In other words, you weren't living your authentic self. Now you're mastering you. This was destined to happen. I hear you're understanding who you are. Your spirit team is proud of you. I just heard, if this is resonating. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. If you know that you were dealing with someone in this situation that, ultimately, hey, I had a life before I knew this person, and I had a life after I met this person, that's your catalyst. That person is also a soulmate. It's your past life love. It was fated. This person was definitely there to teach you spiritual lessons. Like I said, a catalyst. That's what a catalyst is. Get out. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? You took a stand and you actually looked at yourself. In the here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. Retreat. Yeah, you took time. That's why I said at the beginning of the reading, Spirit made you sit down. You had to sit down. Yeah, sit down for this. Because they took you on a journey. And if this is somebody involved, this person really hurt you, or you really hurt this person. I love you unconditionally. This is a message to your 5D self. I heard, yeah, this is not about a person. This is you. You recognizing your old life. Past life. You're accepting yourself fully. You're loving yourself unconditionally. And you knew you was fighting the awakening. You was holding on to something that was dead, the old ways of doing things. You just couldn't let go. But you made the decision because it didn't, the old you didn't align with your morals and values. You decided you didn't want to be that person anymore. And for a lot of you, you blamed everyone around you. And that's why Spirit took everything and everyone around you. You could have lost possessions. Everything. Everything. You had to be shown yourself. And it happened to you in a big way. And I'm proud of you, whoever you are, for going through this, because awakenings are tough. Anyway, that's the end of the reading. Bye.